What's up guys? Welcome to AnimeKouhai. If you'd like to help me out, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.
If Zolario had been battling against such a formidable foe instead of training.
I see, it appears it's not the time for games.
Zolario became determined. The impending clash between Diablo and Zolario was on the horizon. Pico and Gracia faced Rain and Misery.
It's freezing.
Rain felt her heart sinking. If she weren't a demon, she would have darted back to the warmth of the fireplace by now. Rain pondered how to escape this chilly situation.
Rain, you mentioned stepping up today, right? So why do you seem so uninspired?
That's a no-brainer. Misery. It's freezing. Why should I have to battle in such frigid conditions, amidst a blizzard, against an opponent I don't even dislike?
In response to Misery's inquiry, Rain voiced her genuine sentiments without reservation. An incredulous Misery wanted to retort with, "What's gotten into you?" But surprisingly, another voice chimed in. It was Pico, the supposed adversary.
I feel you. Why are we fighting in this snowy hell where visibility is shut?
Truth be told, Pico was also shivering from the cold. Gracia, too, was not exempt from the frosty discomfort.
Don't grumble. I am just as chilled.
She tried to soothe Pico, but it was evident she shared the sentiment. While Rain and Misery sported maid attire, Pico and Gracia were clad in thin clothing. Gracia, in particular, wore a revealing outfit that looked enough to make anyone shiver. Wait, was I the lone eager combatant here? Misery was taken aback by this revelation. Ignoring her, Rain and the others began to bond over their grievances.
Velzard really shouldn't be conjuring up snow out of nowhere.
Absolutely. She should have given us a heads up if she was going to pull that stunt. Then I could have rocked my favorite fur coat. Hey now, Pico, where did you even find the time to snag that? Squeezed it in during my breaks. Oh, is that the place from your last visit? That spot was a hidden gem.
It was the realm of Bloomond. Serving as a meeting point between the western and eastern worlds, various goods from across the globe began to gather there. Alongside these imports were numerous local monster products, some boasting exceptionally high-quality clothing. Pico and Gracia had been on a worldwide surveillance mission, accompanying Dino, and it seemed they lived as they pleased. With hideouts scattered worldwide, they indulged in the latest fashion trends. Observing them chatting, Rain cast a watchful eye.
Go ahead and brag, but shouldn't you be focusing on your tasks first?
Misery was taken aback by this comment. Impressive, thought Misery, recognizing Rain's intention to catch them off guard and take advantage of the situation. Thus, Misery gained a newfound respect for her colleague. Anticipating a signal to commence the battle, Misery was surprised when Rain made an unexpected suggestion.
We shouldn't be chatting here. Let's find somewhere warmer first.
Indeed, Rain had a flair for doing things her own way. The others were taken aback. The distinctions between friend and foe had vanished, leaving only bewilderment in its wake. Undeterred, Rain swiftly landed and cast a spell.
Strategic magic. Freezing hell. Cositus.
Wait, Rain, that spell could devastate the city. Oh, that's quite skilled.
Though disappointed, Misery was not mistaken. Rain's actions were unusual. The spell she employed, Freezing Hell Cocytus, had the capacity to freeze a vast area, with a range dependent on the magician's power. Despite this, what manifested before Misery was merely a 3-square-meter ice cube. Though it was a wasteful use of such potent magic, no harm was done. The outcome was almost comical in its perfection.
So, what's your take on that?
Rain asked smugly. Pico grinned knowingly at her.
Gracia! Got it? I see where you're heading.
Gracia, too, comprehended Rain's intentions. She swiftly prepared her magic.
Icebreaker.
A superior elemental magic known for its formidable killing abilities, it froze moisture in the air and shattered everything. This time, however, Gracia skillfully manipulated it to hollow out the ice cube, and thus, the ice igloo came to be.
Well done.
Likewise.
Rain and Gracia shared a moment of recognition, forging a bond of friendship.
Let's get inside quickly.
Pico led the way inside, with Rain and Gracia following suit without hesitation. Left outside alone, Misery stood in disbelief, murmuring to herself.
Wait, Rain. So, it wasn't a joke or a plan. You were serious.
However, the response came from inside the igloo. Feeling foolish, Misery hastened inside.
By the way, you all have gotten stronger since the last time I saw you, haven't you?
Gracia remarked.
We were entrusted with the privilege of evolving under Rimuru-sama's guidance, although the specifics of the process were kept a secret.
Rain explained.
You've been disclosing that much to the enemy. Alright, that's enough.
Misery expressed irritably, as she discovered that Rain had been extracting information from Pico and others. It was evident that Michael influenced the abilities of Dino and Pico, with Pico possessing the ultimate skill, Rigor King Jibril, and Gracia bearing the ultimate skill, Glory King Hanyel. They were inadvertently bound to follow Michael's commands. Moreover, Rain had been informed of the enemy's full force, although the revelations were largely insignificant. Though careless in mentioning Rimuru name without consent, Rain justified her disclosure by reasoning that she hadn't been explicitly forbidden from sharing it. Had Rimuru caught wind of this divulgence, he would surely have been displeased and regretted not keeping certain information to himself. Nevertheless, in exchange for revealing that her evolution was due to Rimuru's influence, Rain extracted a valuable narrative from them. Subsequently, their conversation drifted to complaints about their respective difficulties and grievances directed at their supervisors. The group pooled their magic to maintain a comfortable room temperature by tending to a fire, where Rain discreetly roasted sweet potatoes on skewers, filling the air with a tantalizing aroma. Rain then produced some sweet sake, suggesting its aptness for the chilly weather.
You're not seriously proposing.
Misery trailed off, skeptical.
Oh, come on now, Misery-san. Let's keep things casual. I don't see any harm in it, do you?
Gracia chimed in.
You're just looking for a reason to drink, aren't you, Gracia? Well, count me in, I fancy a drink as well.
Misery acquiesced.
Exactly! Misery. It is customary to drink after a spat to reconcile. It's just common sense.
Gracia affirmed. When did we even have a fight? But in that situation, only Misery could step in. Facing a 3-on-1 situation, Misery had no choice but to surrender. The igloo's atmosphere transformed into a women's club. As the commotion continued outside, the girls kept whispering to each other. Leon occupied his throne. The peaceful times had come to an end. With a loud crash, the front door was forcefully opened. The grand entrance to the audience chamber shattered into fragments, creating a dust cloud. From the dust arose the intruder, striding inconfidently.
Hello, everyone. I am Footman, the angry Piero of the moderate clown troupe. Nice to meet you all.
With his hefty frame and fierce clown visage, he emitted an eerie aura. Leon recognized this clown from a previous encounter. He remembered their foolish contract and sensed an unsettling power emanating from Footman now. His true intentions unnerved Leon. If Footman intended to capture him, it was reckless to come alone. Considering the enemy's likely numerical advantage, Leon was baffled by Footman's actions. What was he planning? With his strength, he could alter the course of the battle by assisting others. Contemplating this, Leon rose from his seat.
Do you honestly think you can confront me on your own?
Alrose exclaimed. Claude stood ready to defend Leon, his hand on his sword. As Leon pondered Footman's true motives, a woman entered the audience chamber through the broken door.
Ah, Demon Lord Leon. Do you recognize me?
She was a stunning woman, clad in a navy suit reminiscent of a secretary's attire. Her fair skin, elegantly tied chignon of blonde hair, and enigmatic indigo eyes fixated on Leon.
Since my appearance has changed, it seems more fitting to say it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Kigali, the chairwoman of the moderate clown troupe. I hold a grudge against you for my death, so I will handle you myself.
Undoubtedly, it was Kigali. She greeted him theatrically, followed by 2 clowns entering the chamber. Tyr, donning a mournful mask, carried a large sickle over her shoulder and jovially introduced herself.
I'm Tyr, known as the Teardrop of the moderate clown troupe. I despise sadness and will eliminate all foes of Kigali-sama.
When Tyr announced her readiness, she skillfully twirled her scythe and gracefully positioned herself as if she were dancing. Taking his place next was Laplace, a man with a quirky, asymmetrical clown-like face that seemed mischievous.
I'm Laplace, the Wonder Piero, deputy leader of the moderate clown troupe. Well, folks, it's a lovely day today, but who cares? I was told to hurry here, and now I'm exhausted. Looks like we're in a bind. I just want to go home.
It was typical of Laplace to grumble without even a greeting. After the clowns had their say, the final member made his appearance. A young boy clad in a dark imperial military uniform, sporting a bold grin. This was Yuki Kagarizaka, still under Michael's influence.
Hey, I guess I'm the latecomer. The name's Yuki. You're Demon Lord Leon, right? We might have crossed paths before, but my recollection is a bit hazy. My bad for not remembering.
Under Michael's control, there were various degrees of domination. Some retained a hint of their free will, while others were tightly constrained. Yuki fell into the latter category as he was being influenced by the regalia dominion, restricting his actions significantly. In a way, this showcased Michael's acknowledgement of Yuki. If Yuki had been seen as inferior, he would have had more freedom like Kigali and the rest. The present Yuki appeared somewhat aloof, finishing his introduction before losing interest in Leon and the group, casually leaning against the door. Leon pondered the situation. Despite there being a total of 5 individuals, each stood out as formidable as him, if not more so. Outnumbered, Leon found himself in a dire predicament. Uncertain of whether to engage or retreat, he weighed his options carefully. While he could potentially defeat one of them, it wasn't the time for reckless risks. Escaping remained a viable solution. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, Leon noticed a glimmer of rationality, rather than madness, in Kigali's gaze. Rimuru had informed him that Kigali was the demon lord Kazalim. Almost forgotten but not quite, the memory of those once mad eyes remained vivid in Leon's mind. Though Kigali would describe it as jealousy, to Leon, it had been a chilling sight.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for always watching my videos and supporting my channel. A big thanks to the AnimeKouhai patrons who made this video possible. Jared Bressler, Chad Vota, Nate, Havox, Speed Saber, Curtis Loban, Judah Herrera, Just a Guy, Miss L.W. Hernandez, Jason Martin, Zach Rossan, Jarius Ladek, Ray Perez, Donald Williams, Moab A, Day of Light, John M, Godman Gaming, Markithian Tidwell, Adrian, Kumo, Sanketh Chelu, T. Bush, John L, Edgar Fuentes, JV, Thomas, J, Christ, Joshua Cousins, Vethelny, Khaled, Christian Deshazer, Cal Robs, Divine C. Harris, Panda Cats, DeAndre Nance, Monty Boy 98, D-Man, Ruben, Yuki Iki, Gray, Kamal Ebanks, Isaac, Koala King 93, Paul DeGrassi, Little 95, Quilly Buckner, Zephyrus, Alver, Normal Defate, L, Gary Miles, Dragon Spawn 666, J. Rule, Liron Sangkap, Lucas Gay, Jason Martin, Ekotski, Foolish Prophets, Ethan Madison, Sky T, Diego Ginoza, Andre Hamilton, Guy Ansley, Simon Road, Emperor WSA, Mika Espinosa, George Hage, Gobi Lin, Pratik Bandari, Arod Dare, Faiz Mansour, Jackson Early, Smexy, Carl Stephen Bernadal, Gareth Hashimoto, Steven Madison, Homelike Drop, Vasto Lord, Martin Ramos, Marl Barsha, Hansel Ortega, Karam Faraj, Efrain Hernandez, Luca Gaming WTF, William Locke, Jordan Mersha, Kamal Luke, Spencer Candila, Ian Sikibul, Putate, Thanakorn Lee Sawat, Lamar, KACP9R, Tony, The Harv, Mike Roch, Matthew Abraham, Drayden Yamauchi. Thank you so much for helping out. I'll see you guys in the next video.